Hey folks, this is Garlic with the Living Medicine Project. And I want to shoot a little video because I've been reflecting on this idea of acceptance. Um, a while back, if you've been following me for a while, you'll notice that I sort of shifted away from just the focus on herbs and started integrating a lot more emotional processing, emotional awareness work into the healing work that I teach and that I do with my clients. And so last week, while I was facilitating the Healing Wise mentorship group that I run, or that I facilitate, we did this exercise on acceptance. And I've gone back and forth on the practice of acceptance sort of throughout my adult life. And I'm back in a place now where I feel like it's super important, both for our emotional healing and our physical healing. I mean, it's not like they can be separated. Which is the whole point of why I tend to work on both areas with folks. Anyway, so we sort of stumbled across this little, backdoor shortcut, you could say. You can try the exercise yourself. It's really simple. Simply state some version of, I completely accept myself just as I am. Now, here's the thing, is that, and this relates to why I've gone back and forth on the practice of acceptance, is because I find that term is often quite triggering for people, or that attempt. And I think it's because we have an unhelpful way to look at it, and I want to share a more helpful way to look at it. And what I mean is that when we tell ourselves that, we often say some version of, oh, I should accept myself more. Or sometimes when you state that, you repeat it out loud, just notice what comes next. And often what comes next, at least at the start of this practice, is some version of I don't believe that. Some shame piece comes up, some example. And so I found it was challenging for people. And I wasn't sure how to facilitate them past getting stuck in that place of like, oh, I don't believe that, and reinforcing that more and more. Which makes it harder to accept yourself, because now you're carrying more judgment and more shame is awoken inside you. And so here's what we figured out, and what I want to invite you to try is that stop trying to believe the statement, I fully and completely accept myself. Instead, just notice what comes up, especially if it starts with disbelief or shame or cynicism, and simply accept that that's what's coming up for you. Accept that, rather than trying to say, oh, I fully and completely accept myself, and let go of all of those self-judgments. And we try to do it in this gestalt experience that often doesn't work. And so what I want to invite you to do is just simply accept that you have that resistance in whatever form it takes, and have that be the first step, because that's actually practicing acceptance. Right? And then you can repeat the line over and over, taking time to breathe and simply turn your awareness to how the body feels and to what comes into the mind, memories, emotions, and simply accept those as they come up. They might be one at a time, they might be all at once, and then you can just accept yourself for feeling overwhelmed. I mean, it's not that simple, but it is, if you understand what I'm saying. It's really a profound practice. And while we were doing this in the group last week, I saw significant changes in how people's physical posture was, how their breathing was. They slowed down, they seemed more relaxed, they had a greater sense of peace inside, and also physical ailments and pains and discomforts that they had started with, and when they checked in, they were lessened, if not completely relieved. So I wanted to share this as a little snippet. I hope that it helps. Again, I'm Garlic with the Living Medicine Project. Talk to you next time.